the silence before the performance feels heavier than any applause. It presses down on the chest, tight and unforgiving, as the Filipino singer stands alone at the center of the AGT Champions stage. The lights are hot, almost blinding, and for a brief second he wonders if his knees will give way. This is the moment people dream of, the moment people fear. Somewhere in the crowd, thousands of eyes are fixed on him, waiting to judge not just his voice, but his worth. Simon Cowell sits forward, arms crossed, expression unreadable. The room is full, yet it feels empty. And right there, in that fragile instant, the singer understands that whatever happens next will change his life forever. Before the music begins, let me ask you something. Have you ever had a dream so big it scared you? A dream that followed you into sleepless nights and long days, whispering what if even when life told you no? If stories like this touch your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us share more moments that prove ordinary people can do extraordinary things. His journey did not start under bright lights or roaring crowds. It began in a modest home in the Philippines, where the walls were thin and the nights were long. As a child, he would sit near an open window, listening to old songs drifting through the neighborhood. Music was everywhere, in radios, in karaoke machines, in voices rising during family gatherings. Singing wasn't something special there, it was part of life. But even then, people noticed something different in his voice. There was emotion beyond his years, a depth that made listeners pause and feel something they couldn't quite explain. School days were simple but not easy. Money was always tight. Sometimes dreams had to wait while responsibilities came first. He helped his family however he could, doing small jobs, waking early, sleeping late. Singing became his escape, the place where his worries faded, even if only for a few minutes. He would sing while walking home, sing while working, sing quietly at night when everyone else was asleep. Each song carried hope, even when hope felt fragile. As he grew older, reality grew louder. Friends chose practical paths. Some left town, others settled into routines. People would tell him, kindly but firmly, that singing was risky, that talent alone wasn't enough. There were moments when he believed them. Moments when he thought about giving up, about choosing safety over passion. But every time he imagined a life without music, something inside him broke. His voice wasn't just a skill, it was who he was. The decision to audition for America's Got Talent was not sudden. It came after years of hesitation, encouragement, and quiet prayers. Submitting that application felt like throwing a message into the ocean, unsure if anyone would ever read it. When the acceptance finally came, he stared at the screen in disbelief. Fear followed excitement almost immediately. Traveling across the world, performing before judges he had only seen on television, representing not just himself but his country, it was overwhelming. The first time he stepped onto the AGT stage, his heart nearly leapt out of his chest. Yet when he sang, something magical happened. The nerves softened. The audience listened. The judges noticed. That performance opened doors he never imagined possible. Messages poured in from back home. Strangers told him how proud they were, how his voice made them feel seen. For the first time, his dream felt real. AGT Champions, however, was a different beast entirely. This was where the best returned, where expectations were higher and mistakes less forgiving. Walking into rehearsals, he felt small among giants, performers with global recognition, viral fame, and years of experience. Doubt crept back in, whispering that he didn't belong here. But then he remembered the nights he sang to an empty room, the mornings he woke up tired but hopeful. He reminded himself that he had earned this place. Backstage before the performance, he closed his eyes and took a deep breath. He thought of his parents, who had sacrificed so much. He thought of his hometown, where neighbors gathered around small screens to watch him. He thought of every Filipino who dared to dream beyond borders. This performance wasn't just for him anymore. It was for all of them. The music begins softly, almost like a heartbeat. His first note is gentle, controlled, careful. It floats into the room, touching ears and hearts alike. As the song unfolds, his voice grows stronger, richer, filled with emotion that cannot be rehearsed. This is not a performance born of technique alone, it is born of lived experience. Each lyric feels personal, honest, raw. The audience is quiet now, completely still. You can see people leaning forward, drawn in by something deeper than sound. The judges watch closely. One of them smiles, another nods slowly. Simon Cowell remains silent, eyes locked on the stage. There is no interruption, no raised eyebrow, no sarcastic comment. Just listening. As the song reaches its peak, the singer closes his eyes. His voice soars, powerful yet controlled, carrying pain, hope, and resilience all at once. In that moment, the world outside the stage disappears. There is no competition, no pressure, only truth. The final note lingers, trembling in the air before gently fading into silence. For a heartbeat, no one moves. Then the room erupts. Applause crashes like thunder. People stand, cheering, clapping, shouting his name. Some wipe away tears, others smile through disbelief. The singer opens his eyes, stunned by the reaction. His hands shake as he bows slightly, overwhelmed by the love pouring toward him. He feels lighter, as if a weight he carried for years has finally been lifted. When the judges speak, their words are filled with respect. They talk about authenticity, about connection, about the rare ability to make people feel something real. And when Simon Cowell finally gives his feedback, it is sincere and powerful. He admits that moments like this remind him why he fell in love with music in the first place. He praises not just the voice, but the heart behind it. Tears stream down the singer's face. He tries to speak, to thank everyone, but emotion chokes his words. He bows again, pressing a hand to his chest. In that instant, he is no longer just a contestant. He is a symbol of perseverance, of dreams carried across oceans. Back home, families gather around televisions. Children watch with wide eyes. Parents smile proudly. Social media explodes with messages of support and admiration. People share clips of the performance, calling it unforgettable, calling it inspiring. For many, it becomes more than entertainment, it becomes motivation. As the competition continues, challenges arise. Pressure mounts. Expectations grow heavier. But something inside him has changed. He no longer sings to prove himself. He sings to share his story, to remind others that struggle does not define the end of the journey. Win or lose, he has already won something greater, the belief that his voice matters. In later interviews, he speaks humbly about his path. He talks about fear, about doubt, about the importance of staying true to yourself. He encourages young dreamers to keep going, even when the road is unclear. His message resonates far beyond the stage. The AGT Champions performance becomes a turning point, not just in his career, but in his life. Opportunities follow. Doors open. Yet he remains grounded, returning home whenever he can, singing for the people who supported him from the start. He never forgets where he came from, because that is where his strength was forged. This story is not just about a singer or a competition. It is about courage, the courage to stand alone under bright lights and share your truth. It is about hope, the kind that survives hardship and grows stronger with time. And it is about the power of a single voice to cross borders, break silence, and bring people together. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you that your dreams are still alive, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Because somewhere, right now, another dreamer is standing in silence, waiting for the courage to sing, and stories like this prove that when they do, the world just might stop and listen.